Picture someone who constantly says things like, "I'm just tired. I've gotten lazy. I used to be different. I just have no motivation. I want to pull myself together, but I can't. I'm fine, really. It's just a phase." They keep studying, working, getting things done. Sometimes they even joke around, go out and post stories on social media. From the outside, it seems like, yeah, they're tired, burned out, maybe a bit lazier. It happens. But from a psychological perspective, sometimes what's hiding behind this isn't just personality or a rough patch. It's actual depression, which the person is afraid of or doesn't know how to acknowledge. In this video, we'll break down 5 types of people who mask depression as just tiredness and laziness. Watch until the end and try to be honest with yourself. Do you recognize yourself or someone you know in these descriptions? Disclaimer: this is not a diagnostic tool and is not a replacement for a professional. It's simply a way to look at common phrases from a different perspective. Type number 1, the perpetually exhausted workaholic. This person was always the reliable one, juggling school, work, helping others, keeping everything under control. And then, at some point, it's like their battery just died. Waking up is hard, getting organized is hard, and almost nothing brings joy. They explain it like this: "I'm just burned out. I need a break. I'm just tired. It'll pass soon." But rest doesn't help. Weekends go by, vacations end, and the feeling of heaviness doesn't go away. Inside, it might be depression, which often starts precisely in those who have held it together for too long and never allowed themselves any weakness. Type number 2, the self-blamer. "I'm lazy, something's wrong with me." This person constantly criticizes themselves. "I'm not doing anything. I'm weak. I have no willpower. Normal people manage their lives, but I'm falling apart." They might spend hours scrolling on their phone, postponing tasks day after day, staring at the wall, procrastinating. From the outside, it really does look like laziness, but inside, they might be experiencing a profound low mood and a loss of energy, where even simple actions feel like climbing a mountain. Depression often doesn't take away the desire to be active. It takes away the feeling that whatever you do has any meaning, and then it's easier to call yourself lazy than to admit, "I feel terrible." Type number 3, the cheerful mask. In a group, this person might laugh, joke, support others, post beautiful photos, and seem like that positive friend. If you ask how they are, they'll reply, "Yeah, everything's fine, whatever. We're alive. It's all good." Others have it worse. But when they are alone, they are hit with emptiness, powerlessness, and a feeling that everything inside is gray. Nothing brings joy like it used to, and increasingly, they just want to lie down and not talk to anyone. It's invisible from the outside. The person tells themselves, "I have no right to complain. My life is fine." And they mask potential depression under the role of the one who is always okay. Type number 4, the withdrawn homebody. This person explains their behavior like this: "I just don't feel like seeing anyone. I'm happy on my own. People are draining. I'd rather stay home." They cancel plans, decline invitations, stay home more often, and go out less and less. even if they used to love company or walks. Sometimes this is genuinely about introversion or fatigue, but sometimes behind it lies a depressive state where there's no energy for anything and interest fades. Socializing stops bringing joy, and it's easier to say, "I don't need it," than to admit, "It feels like a light went out inside me, and I don't even have the energy for the people I love." Type number 5, the rationalizer. There's an explanation for everything except my feelings. This person is very logical. To every "How are you?" they have answers. "It's just the season, autumn. That's why I'm down. Just a lot of work. It'll pass. It's just stress. Everyone lives like this. Times are tough right now. No time for emotions." They explain everything through external circumstances: the economy, the country, family, work, the weather. Yet they rarely name their actual feelings. There are no words like, "I'm hurting," "I'm lonely," "I'm scared," or "I feel awful." There's only, "It is what it is. I just need to push through. Such is life." Rationality itself is not a problem, but when it's used to avoid feeling, it can hide a rather deep depression that the person won't even allow themselves to recognize. Over to you. Did you recognize yourself in at least one of these types? Maybe you're somewhat perpetually exhausted, a bit lazy in your own eyes, a little bit of a mask wearer, and sometimes a homebody, all at once. Let me know in the comments which type felt the most familiar and what phrases you use most often when you actually feel bad but don't want to admit it. It will be interesting to see which mask for depression is the most common. And very importantly, recognizing yourself in these descriptions doesn't automatically mean you have clinical depression, but it might be a signal. Your mind is exhausted and needs attention and support. If you haven't had energy for a long time, nothing brings you joy, you want to isolate yourself, or you start having thoughts about your own worthlessness. This is a reason not to beat yourself up for being lazy, but, if possible, to seek help from loved ones, a therapist, or a doctor. Asking for help is not a weakness. It's one of the few ways to get out of a state that often doesn't go away on its own. If this video was helpful for you, if you recognized yourself or your friends, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. This helps support the release of new videos about human psychology, depression, anxiety, and how to be at least a little gentler with ourselves.